Hey guys, it's Drea. I have one final declutter for this year on my channel. This is my brush declutter. I don't know why, I just didn't get around to it till now. And I kind of don't really know how to approach this, so I guess we're just in this together. These are all my eye brushes. These are more like detail brushes on this side. These are all blending brushes on this side, and then in the middle, sometimes I just put brushes that I'm kind of like in the middle of using, like they might be dirty, but then I'll go back to them again kind of thing. Anyways, I don't know how much I'm going to get rid of from this. Like all these blending brushes I don't really see a need to get rid of. I can get rid of this one. This is a Pro Flat Definer brush from Beauty Junkies. It is a definer brush, but it's like very thick. It's not as good as my Sigma definer brush, which I really, really love. Like, I think you can tell just how kind of thick that is, maybe. Can you? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get rid of that one because I hardly ever use it. Okay, out of these blending brushes, this e.l.f. crease brush, never use this. It's like too, I don't know, it's too small. Doesn't really do anything for me. That one I don't ever use. Same with this e.l.f. brush. This is kind of, I guess, supposed to be like a MAC 217 in terms of the shape, and I never use this. Maybe I should try this. Nah. Okay, this one for sure getting rid of. This is from Bare Minerals. I don't even know what they were thinking with this brush. It's like so scratchy and it's so huge. Like, it's just gigantic. I don't know what you would even use this for on your eyes. This Morphe M200, I never use this either. It's almost like it's not stiff enough. It just kind of wiggles back and forth in a way that it doesn't really blend well enough. I don't know, I don't like that one. This Morphe E13 is kind of like pinched. I have used this from time to time for certain things, so I think I'm going to keep that. This is a crown brush, kind of like, it's called a C412 pointed crease. It's not really that pointed. I don't want to get rid of tons of crease brushes just because. There's another Morphe M200 that I never use. Because crease brushes, as you know, are the best. I don't know why I have two e.l.f. crease brushes. That one can go too. Anyway, keeping that one. Keeping this Sigma E36. Oh, there's a detail brush in there. Sigma E40. These are amazing. This is kind of a Beauty Junkies version of it. It's not as good, but it's okay. And then the Morphe M441 is great. There's another Sigma. This one is another Beauty Junkies. It's okay. It's okay enough to keep. It's kind of like a smaller version of the E40, but it's alright. This one from Beauty Junkies is the Pro Flat Detailer. I think I have used this enough to keep it. And these I have too. I should say I have a jar of like my MAC brushes, like the ones that I use all the time that are currently dirty and not washed. I have those over there waiting to be washed, and there's no way I'm getting rid of them. So you won't see some of my most favorite brushes in this declutter. Okay, out of all of these, I'm actually going to take them out and spread them out. I think it's going to be easier. So these are all decluttered right here. We're going to zoom in even further. These are all detail brushes. This Wet n Wild one, I never use it. I don't know what all the hype was over these Wet n Wild brushes. I had a couple of them and they were terrible. So that one can go. This one from Urban Decay, I never use. I was really, really excited to get this. I think I bought it, when was it? Like a VIB sale. This is their Moon Dust E210. And their Moon Dust shadows are really thick and glittery. And I thought this would be great for picking up difficult to pick up shadows, but it's not. It's terrible. Like, it doesn't do anything. So that's like a freaking $40 brush that's garbage. It's not garbage. Somebody will use it, but you know. This is a Still, which is a Walmart brand. I don't know, it doesn't say, oh there it is. It just says eyeshadow 005. The only time I ever use this is for putting on like primer potions, so I will keep it. And these little e.l.f. white detail brushes, they're all amazing. Like, for $1 brushes, come on, these cannot be beat. They're amazing, especially these two, which are the blending eye brush and, well, they both say blending eye brush, but they're different sizes. But these are fantastic for lower lash line blending. They're amazing. So totally recommend those. Keeping all of those. This one lost its head. It's got little whales on it. and that's why I kept keeping it. It was actually a good little brush. I don't know where it went to, but obviously can't keep that. I combined these by accident. Hold on. Those are decluttered. Those are keep. This Sigma Small Taper Blending E45, it's pretty good for outer V work, and this is another one of those. I have two somehow. Oh, these are great. These are the Sephora Pro Small Shadow number 15 brushes. These are really good just for packing on the lid. Here's another one of this Bare Minerals. I got this set from somewhere and all of the brushes were terrible, so that can go. This one, Morphe E18, yeah, another good one for under the lash line. This one is an all-over shadow brush from some random gift set I got, but I have used it. Can I live without it? I think I can live without it. This came with that too, but this one is like a pointed one, and this one's too pointy and hard that you can't really use this under your lower lash line even. It's very difficult to use, so that one can go for sure. Here's a MAC 242 Holy Grail, and then a 239 Holy Grail. Those are staying. The Beauty Junkies All Over Shader, I don't like this. It's like too weirdly thick, so that can go. This is just a little Morphe E35, very tiny little brush head. That's useful for certain things. e.l.f. contour brush. I don't know what they mean when they say contour with this, but it's good for under the lower lash line. Here's a random Ollie and Olivia. Again, I just use this for like putting on primer potion or glitter glue, like that kind of thing. The Quo Definer shadow brush. This is not great for putting on shadow. I'm gonna get rid of it. Here's another Still Spot Essentials brush. This one is good for under the lash line. See, I'm mixing these up again. Come on, stop it. I'm putting them in the wrong spot. Okay, we're all right. And then this is a little Smashbox. This came in a palette. It's called, this is for brows and this is for eyeshadow. This came with that palette, the one that has brows, contour, and shadow all in it. So it should really just be put back in there. Whoa, there's some shadow in there. Anyway, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, so that's all right. I got rid of this many out of all of those. Here is one of my everyday brush holders. It's like a little spinny guy. It's really great. I don't foresee me getting rid of much, if anything, out of here, but I'm going to take it all out. Alright, right off the bat, I do see something I can get rid of. Again, from that set I got from somewhere. This is called a contour brush, but really, like, nobody's going to contour with this. And I have never used it, so that can go. Wayne Goss is staying. My favorite face powder brush of all time, the e.l.f. complexion brush. Amazing. I'm going to keep any foundation brushes just because the ones in here are good. Like, I love them all, and I need them. So, a Sigma one, a Real Techniques one. I think I have more foundation brushes in my other thing that you're going to see in a second. This Real Techniques contour brush, this is a great contouring brush. Fantastic, especially for, well, cream contour and powder contour. It's great. This e.l.f. brush, actually, I never use. This is the e.l.f. blush brush. I think at one point I was using it for under the eye, but I have something better for that now. Why does this have product in it? That means that I used it at some point. I don't know. I don't remember using this lately. Here's another one of those horrible Bare Minerals brushes. I was using this for face powder at one point, but it's so scratchy. I hate it. Morphe M527, great bronzer brush. I have, actually I'll grab it from this other one. I have two of these Sigma brushes. These are the Tapered Face F25. These are both so soft. The shape of them, it's hard to use for all over face powder. They're great for under the eye. I have a lot of under the eye brushes though, so I don't really use these as much, even though I love them, but I'm not getting rid of them. This Morphe M202, I use this for like painterly paint pot and that kind of thing, which you can see is dirty, but that needs to be clean, but I love it. Okay, Kat Von D, you bitch. I do like both of these brushes, so I'm going to keep them, but that's the most we're going to say about those. Okay, Quo, the only blush brush that I use, really. Like, I need to buy another one of these, and I will soon. You guys, there's going to be the haul of a century soon. I just need a couple things in my life to go well, and then I haven't been buying makeup for so long, and there's a reason, but you're going to hear all about it. Blush brush. Love this. Need more. Okay, speaking of blush brushes, since that's the case, I have this Morphe E4. I have two of them. I'm going to keep one, and only because sometimes in an emergency situation, if this is like dirty with a weird color, I might need this. But other than that, that's really the only time I use it. This Sigma Large Angled Contour E40. Some people love these for blush. I have tried. I have two of them actually. One I have, which another little thing I'm not going to show you is just like a little travel set that I have with like little tiny short travel size brushes. I'm keeping all of those only for traveling. They're not my favorite, but I'm not going to get rid of any of them. There is one of these in there, but I'm going to get rid of this one because I really don't love it. Okay, I have both of these. Now this guy here and this guy here are from Quo. Yeah, that's right. I haven't used these very much. They're kind of like dupes for the NARS brushes, and these are amazingly soft. They're both beautiful quality. So I'm going to keep both of these, but I need to start using them more. I think I've forgotten about them because they're fairly new. Okay, this is a Beauty Junkies Pro Highlighter brush. It's a little too rough for highlighting, but I like it for setting under the eye powder, which is what I have been using it for. My Morphe M438 highlighter brush, keeping that. My favorite concealer brush of all time is the Sephora Pro Concealer Airbrush 57. This is a random brush I got from Winners. It's a Cala brush. It's very soft. I use it for either contour or bronzer, mostly bronzer, but I'm definitely keeping that. And then I've got two of these Real Techniques, what are these called? Setting brush. I don't use these for setting. I only ever use them for highlighter, and I don't need two of them, so I'm just going to keep one. I'll pass this on to a friend. This is a Beauty Junkies Pro Sculptor brush. It is good for cream contouring, but I also just use it for foundation quite a bit, which again, some of these, because they're my everyday brushes, are dirty, so don't be grossed out. Keeping that. And then this Morphe E8. I feel like I don't use this very much. It's good for cream contouring, but I have so many brushes that I can cream contour with. I feel like this one should go at this point. I don't use it enough to really justify it. And really, like, some people might say, well, why are you getting rid of brushes? It's not like they go bad. But the only reason is once these containers get like too filled, it's too hard to find the brushes that I want to use. And that happens to me every day. And it's just time to cull. This thing is my other little brush holder for every day. This like got at HomeSense, which is like Home Goods. Same with the other one. HomeSense, Home Goods, they're great for organizational things, especially like kitchen stuff. Like this is actually like a kitchen utensil holder. So there you go. Okay, so again, I'm just going to take out foundation brushes, which there is 1, 2, 3, 4, just 4. But yeah, I use all of these. This Morphe one, really great. This is a round kabuki brush from Beauty Junkies. This angled kabuki brush from Beauty Junkies, fantastic foundation brushes they make. And then this Sephora Pro Core Diffuser. I wouldn't buy this again. It was 40 bucks, and I don't think it does anything that a way cheaper foundation brush wouldn't do, but it's good. Like, I use it, so I'm gonna keep it. This is a Morphe E3. I used to use this for face powder. It's very soft. I feel like I should keep it just in case. I really haven't been using it much, but it would actually be a really good bronzer brush. I should start using it for bronzer more. Yeah, let's do that. This Beauty Junkies Pro Duo Fiber Brush. What do I use this for? I feel like I use this for diffusing, but I haven't been using it a lot. Don't get mad at me, guys, if I keep some stuff that I'm like on the fence about. This crown brush I'm going to get rid of. It's not nearly as good as this one. So that can go. And then this BH Cosmetics, I don't even know what this is called, but I have used this for cream contouring, but it's not, like, I don't do it enough to keep it. It's very stiff. It doesn't really move that much. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Here's a Sigma F35, another great highlighter brush. This one is from Lee Swatche. This is so pretty. I don't use this a lot, but I do use it sometimes, so I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna get rid of this one. A lot of people love this. This is the Real Techniques blush brush. A lot of people use it for bronzer. It's huge. I have never gotten this to blend product well on my face, so it's time for that to go. This Morphe, it doesn't say what it is, but it came in a set with those other ones, those other big ones. As you can tell, I have used this for cream contouring. But again, I don't cream contour or even contour enough to need this many brushes for cream contouring. So, and I really don't use it that much, so that can go. And then there's a second Morphe E4, which I'm gonna get rid of the second one because I don't need that many. So there you go. So I have also decluttered these guys. Now we're gonna get into the big Mac Daddy, because I have this full of brushes, and this is really brushes that I have just kind of put away for one reason or another. Sometimes I clear out my everyday stuff and I'm just tired of these ones. Some of them are crap and I don't want them at all. So I might keep some of this, I might get rid of a lot of it. I really have no clue. I think it's time to sell this guy. This is the MAC 127 special edition blush brush. It is great, but I don't use it enough to justify it. It has two different sides. One is like natural and one is synthetic, I guess. But yeah, I never, even when I had this in my like everyday stuff, I never used it. So that needs to go. Real Techniques. Can we just see how many Real Techniques stuff I have in here? Oh, actually, there's not that much. Okay. Oh no, there's this one too. And this one. What else? Oh, see, once you get into it, they're easy to find. I think that's it now. Okay, Real Techniques, they are very hit and miss. I think they make some great brushes and then some just mediocre ones. This little guy, don't use it for anything. This little eyebrow thing is way too thick. You definitely cannot use this for eyeliner, but it's actually a brow brush, but I don't use it. This guy is called the Deluxe Crease Brush. No, just no. It's way too big for me and too stiff for a crease brush. This, dual fiber stippling brush. I don't use stipple brushes enough to need that. And then this is just a big face brush, powder brush, and this is fine, but I have enough of that kind of stuff, so that can go. Here's another one of those horrible, whatchamacallit, blooming brush? Bare Minerals. Anyway, they're also scratchy and garbage. And then these acrylic ones I got for a gift from somebody, and they don't work very well. I think that's it. I did use both of these. They are soft, but I don't know, they don't pick up product very well, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Still another big powder brush. This I don't like. It doesn't pick up product very well. That can go. This Quo brush, one side again synthetic, one side is natural. I just never found a use for this, so that can go. I don't need it. This Tarte stipple brush, again, stipple brushes, no. This Morphe foundation brush, not sure why it's in here because I definitely like this. It's a great brush, so I'm going to keep that. Quo is so hit and miss with their brushes, like so hit and miss. This is a crease shadow brush. It's terrible. It's so scratchy. That's no. This Morphe G6, I guess is also a foundation brush, but it's so tiny. I don't know. That's not dirt. It's just like stained. I can never get it out. That can go. Eco Tools, they make fine brushes, but I just don't need them anymore. I used to use them quite a bit. Are there any other Eco Tools? No, but this, I don't know what this is. That can go too. Here's another Eco Tools. Too big though, like weird shapes. This is just too big to do anything in your eyelid. It's huge. Foundation brush. Why do I have so many Eco Tools brushes? Why do I have two of this brush I don't even like? This is a problem. I remember liking this, but it's dual-sided and that's tough when you have stuff standing up. Another one of those. What? Okay, that's enough of you. More of these Tarte. This came with a holiday set. This, I don't even know what this brush was supposed to do. I used it for Painterly, but really it was just like, I don't understand. And then this one is so stiff for all over the eye shading. It's just like, no. Sigma foundation brush. Don't use those. Another stipple brush. These weird like e.l.f. contouring ones, no. And same thing with like a Morphe version, no. These Revlon brushes, oh my god, save your money. They're horrible. Horrible. They're so scratchy. There's another one of those e.l.f. blush brushes that I don't use. This weird one from Tarte from that same set. It was supposed to be like a highlighter brush, but it's just too floppy to get anything on. It's soft though, but it's just not good. Why? Oh, I know what this is. It was like, why would I not be using a Sigma F35? Because this is a garbage eBay China version. So it's basically a knockoff that I just wanted to see what it would be like. It was like $1.99 and it is garbage, so that's a no. This e.l.f. foundation brush, I never liked it. I guess it would be fine, but at this point I think I have enough foundation brushes. Another e.l.f. stipple brush. I just don't use stipple brushes enough. See, here's another Real Techniques. This is their crease brush. I just don't like the way it blends. These two Morphe, all these Morphe with this handle came in a set way back when. These three are just too big to do anything with, so I never used them really. Oh, my Urban Decay Naked 2 brush. Yeah, I don't even know why they made brushes with their product, because it's just like the worst synthetic bristles ever. Still Spa Essentials. I bought so many of these back in the day and they just weren't even good to begin with. I don't know why I have this still. This Coastal Scents one is just like, nah, don't really need that. What are you? See, out of this whole box, how many have been useful? One so far. So, I don't know how interesting this video is. Here's some more Real Techniques. These little like, whatchamacallit, like tiny accent brushes, no, detailer brushes. This is supposed to be a liner brush. It's too big. Like, I know it looks tiny, but it's not pointed, so it gets liner everywhere. It's terrible. And then this would be okay if maybe you're doing an inner corner highlight or something, but I have enough of that kind of stuff. Morphe B79. No, this wasn't great. And there's another one of these from the set from the Bare Minerals. It's just a little like brown brow brush. So that's no. These Morphe ones, no, no. See, this Wet n Wild. I don't know why people loved this brush so much. For me, it never worked properly. It was like, it just didn't blend well at all. This is a terrible little Essence blush brush. Like this, it's like play makeup. Another one of those Quo shader brushes, no. Another Quo brush. This was a crease blender brush, no. This is so stiff. I don't know why I bought so many brushes that were terrible. Revlon, no. This e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, I don't understand what to use this for. Like, I think of myself as pretty experienced with makeup and I don't understand what this brush is for. Another one of those still brushes. This one is the Beauty Junkies Pro Precision Eyeliner. No, it's too thick for that. It's a perfect little size, but it's too thick this way. This would make a good brow brush though. Really good brow brush, but I don't need more brow brushes. So, like, these will all be good for somebody, just not for me. Another one of that weird shape. This one, Morphe E24. Would be fine for under the lash line, but I don't think I need it. Eco Beauty, yeah. Again, the shape, I just don't know. Like, it's too floppy for a shader brush, and it's not floppy enough for a crease brush. This e.l.f. flat eyeliner brush, just no. It's way too thick. Japanesque, this was a good little eyeliner brush, but I don't really need it. So I think all of these are like, these are just randos that no. So yeah, basically that entire box you just watched me say no to, except for this. This little guy from Quo I've had for years and I love it. I just have put it away because I don't use makeup bags, but if you have a makeup bag and you want to protect a brush in it, this is great because look, it's fantastic. This is great for powder foundation. So great for powder foundation. So I'm going to keep this for sure too. So out of that whole box, just two are keeping. All of the rest I'm going to put in here and just give to a friend all at once, and then they can decide what to do with it. I might sell a couple. I am going to be selling makeup, but I think I'm just going to be selling it on, well, I might put it on Depop. I'll list my Depop down below. I still have like a lot of high-end makeup to sell from my last declutter. But I think I'm just going to probably be putting it in like Facebook groups and that kind of thing. But anyway, there you have it. There's my brush declutter. Let's put them all in so you can see them all at once. So there's all the brushes that I am decluttering. I have not counted them, but as you can tell, like it's an entire full huge box full of brushes. So that is years of testing and testing and testing things. That's what happens. That's why people ask me, why do you have such a big collection? Because of this channel. Otherwise I would never have a collection this big. But anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely subscribe if you haven't yet. I will see you in my next video. Bye.